Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This was map number 1, and it was 16-0 in favor of Mousesports. Moses, I sure hope that break was long enough for someone to run out and get some aloe vera, because there's going to be some red cheeks after that little battle there. It was rough.
Yeah, that was not great. It's funny because I feel like it can work both ways between these maps. Like North obviously has to bounce back, right? They have to figure out something to like emotionally reset to go into the second map. But equally, Mousesports has to do the same thing, because you can't expect to just steamroll a team like that on 2 maps in a row at this level. Like North still has a very good opportunity to win Inferno. Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, they probably... It's hard probably not to expect to come into this game if you're Mousesports, and it's going to feel a little bit different early on. Yeah. But honestly, though, even when they were winning, they kept just holding it back so much. They weren't just... They were very disciplined, right? Yeah, super disciplined. So maybe they are going to keep that focus all the way into this. What a way to begin. I think I saw on Twitter, I think Striker or HLTV was discovered that it was like Epicenter 2016 or something. Last time someone did this in a semifinal. Yes. This is a really long time ago. It was a quarterfinals. Even a quarterfinal. 2016, yeah. So, I mean, even at any big tournament, it's just you just don't see that too often. So, yeah, I think it is an interesting trap to see if Mousesports falls into that and is just overconfident. But like you said, it didn't kind of reflect in their gameplay, so maybe they'll avoid it whatsoever. Either way, that is not the North we have come to know in general, and definitely not the North that we have seen overall at this event. And I think Inferno is going to be completely different. I think that is going to ignite a bit of a fire underneath them. You can see they don't look too concerned about it. Valda joking. Maybe it's a little bit of bravado, but either way, we're going to get live into this second map here at the semifinals of the CORSAIR DreamHack Masters Stockholm. If Mousesports wins, they face the Astralis in the grand final at North, trying to make it all Danish here in Sweden.
Let's see what happens now. Mousesports is going to be starting on the T side and North on the CT side. Classic jump for information, and actually back again. Doesn't really matter, I suppose, but it's always worth it. You see those 2 people down at second mid, at least you know it's not going to be some crazy B rush or anything. Like, you get the information pretty early on.
It's pretty cool as well that, I mean, you can see Mousesports that far back already just shooting bullets right at that window just in case they get lucky and, you know, the jump catches one of them, just an awkward timing. Either way, very passive pistol round from North. Nico and MSL at top mid, they have a crossfire set up in each corner, but AZ and Kirby deep into this B bomb site. No utility to use, it's just got to be straight up brute force.
Yeah, see if Sonny can cause a bit of a distraction. The bomb is still in the middle, so it's kind of not clear exactly where they're going to end up going. They have a single smoke, which makes me think it probably will be a B attack, and now they're all grouping up. They've cleared out apartments. They've just peeked barely into top mid, so they kind of feel there's no one really close by for a rotation. And now they can go all 5 men at it, AZ, and actually MSL is sneaking over. This might be a really good call defensively for North. That smoke is going to allow them to get a bit closer before the USPs can really find any headshots, and flashbang pops on over. MSL with 1 good kill. He wants to get the second one, but it's not going to happen. AZ trying to see if he can recover here. What a shot from Kirby, but they still get run over. And now back to Nico, 2-on-3. Nico trying to see if he can make this one work, but still no bomb plant. Valde hoping that he can take care of the rest here in construction. If he gets rid of Snacks, that's really all they need. The bomb plant finally coming through, and now they feel the pressure. Valde jumping and turning around. I don't know how he does it, but he gets the kill. And now it's a 1-on-1. Snacks on the other side with the triple. He's just shoulder peeking. He played this game all day, and he's just slowly whittling him away. Nico so frustrated on the other side. And Snacks is playing it very well, but eventually he oversteps the mark, and he's going to be going down.
Much needed shot from Nico. First round that North wins in the semifinal. But that was a battle, even with the nice defense, even with MSL having the read, it was still so incredibly close. Mousesports is playing it very, very well. That plan's going to allow them to buy in the 3rd round. They don't have to invest here if they don't want to. Snacks could drop an AK over if they wanted to go for that 2nd round tactical purchase. But at least North has started on the right foot.
Yes, indeed. 2nd round. See what they could do. I mean, I think they can put that first map behind them. If they win the first, 3 rounds here without too much trouble, then it starts to feel like it's a little bit in the past. And this is a good start. Yeah, the SMGs chewing Mousesports apart in the middle.
Some Danish fans still around, it sounds like, to be happy about that one. A nice little slaughter coming up mid, a lot of bonus money, and obviously not having to re-spend too much. So North is going to be happy with that one. And Here we go. Mousesports with the AK-47s. 3 SMGs and a FAMA still on the north side. This could be a massive slingshot for this Danish defense if they're able to hold strong and upgrade for free.
But of course, the danger is AK versus MP9. Sure, really close range. You've got some advantages. You can jump a little bit more, but still, that AK is obviously the preferred weapon. And see if it's going to backfire on them. It definitely could.
Well, North is rotating back, and Nico has had to use a lot of utility just to delay because no one else was here. MSL gets that out a bit late, takes some damage for it. Chris J already pressuring in lane. He's completely blind, though. No one from North peeks that. There's the Molotov. Oh, he's right against the wall. The flames pin him against the corner, and Nico gets that kill. And here's Valda going for information, spraying, running. 2 headshots. Now they're switched on. North has finally showed up to the semifinal. Rop's doing what he can to take weapons away, and he's got 2, but MSL is going to be able to shut it down. Only 1 upgrade to the AK-47, but well done from North.
3-0. That's the kind of start they wanted, shutting down the first rifle round out of Mousesports and even just keeping the SMGs. I mean, yeah, they're going to have a kind of an absurd economy here, Moses.
It depends on how many kills Mousesports can get in this round. They don't have much to work with. 2 P250s and 1 flashbang on Sunny. Pretty interesting timing hit up middle, and I think, unfortunately for Mousesports, North just got back at the right moment. If that had happened, I mean, it's not unlucky. Nico is using his utility just to stall that out to allow the rotations to come in, but he was alone at that A bomb site for quite some time.
Now just trying to take over the apartments. Not many CT sides like to play in these apartments, though. It's become a bit unpopular. The walls are all paper thin up there.
Yeah, it has become pretty taboo. I think the only team that we've really seen be too aggressive on it was that Ghost game, if you remember.
And they actually made it work beautifully.
Yeah,
so,
it was great on their part.
Maybe something that other teams could be inspired by, incorporate into their style.
Well, 1 flashbang on Sunny. Tossing it up mid right now. They're going to pile out of Boiler. MSL's going to actually rotate over to the B bomb site. He just gave up the information. They have brackets control, but oh, here comes MSL. He's going to challenge, but not too wide. He's going to try and get back now. Holds it down. The spray is good for 3. And Mulder's going to be here to mop up the rest.
So it wasn't the SMGs that picked up the kills, but I think they're going to be just fine anyway. Upgrading for the AWP and actually keeping on to those 2 MP9s that have been with them since the 2nd round. So they are going to enjoy that very much. Now Oscar's on the other side, though, with his AWP. And slow start for Mousesports. We'll see how it goes if they can get back into it now. The 2nd rifle round that they're beginning with here. Smoke behind MSL just to try and stop in case there's a Molotov there, but it's going to be fine for the minute. Not bad at all. A good grenade.
If you want to see an example of why T-side opping on Inferno is so difficult, look at Oscar's HP. He hasn't even seen anyone yet, and trying to get an angle and choke points to find an early pick, and he takes so much damage from utility for his troubles. Softens him up very much for the later stages of this round. Snacks and Rops, once again going through the motions, taking over hulls. And look at this stack in middle. This defense is going to be so strong here. If anyone peeks up mid, Caribbean, AZ, Nico and Valda all defending at brackets.
Yeah, you could maybe smoke off Kirby, or you could try and smoke off Nico and Valda, but the amount of grenades you would have to use to try and get rid of everybody is just nearly impossible. MSL here, though, a critical part of the defense, is going to be falling back and actually flashes it. This is very dangerous. He still wins the fight against Oscar, and back around the corner. He does also have a Molotov, so if they try and chase him down, that could all end. He's going to save it for a while. This is great play for MSL right here. Defensively and holding on to the grenade as well is so big.
Yeah, but I mean, that much attention at the B bomb site did pull Kierby over, so that mid stack is slowly creeping away, and it's only Nico here to defend against this. It's got to be wild. That's the bomb down. There's the follow-up pick from Valda, and AZ has to pick his fights wisely. The defense is struck aside, and there's Chris leading the way with the op. Plant coming in, and Mousesports have finally broken into a bomb site, and I think North is going to save this.
Yeah, they have a fair bit of money, but you're right. It's very unlikely they can get back into this. You see MSL already running away over at the B side, so Kiebu just there for exit kills. I'm kind of shocked that they managed to break that mid-hold, even with the rotation out, as you said. I still feel like they could have done an even better job. That, though, is the AWP, so that could be frustrating.
Caribbean trying to take more weapons away. Looking for the next player trying to evacuate. I don't think he'll be able to find him. It's going to be at Rap side as Snacks runs towards Library. Caribbean might actually catch one right here at the end. Oh my lord. Oh, great shot from Rops. 1 HP with the bomb explosion. That's a sigh of relief. Mousesports on the board here on Inferno. Gonna try and build upon that. North having to dig deep into the bank. You can see why as well. I mean, if you ever wonder if you're stumped on T-side Inferno, why it's so important to just, if you have an AWPer up at Banana, learn those flashes, learn those smokes to force them back, because that's the only thing that saved Mousesports in that round. If they don't do that against MSL, if they just give it up after he picks up Oscar as well, no one is forced to rotate from the north side of things. You have to pressure him all the way to the site.
Yeah, that's a very good point, actually. And obviously, that was the last thing missing. Otherwise, AC would have had Kirby with him when they go for that fight against the AWP at the corner and probably just traded immediately. Oh, Sunny. I was going to say, if he'd run through that, there would have been not 3 people waiting for him. Again, they are determined to get this banana control every time, North. Fighting for it. Can't really blame them. I mean, if the T's have banana control, the game changes so much.
This is maybe a little bit of an anti-strat. They're saying, all right, we're going to put MSL here with the AWP again, and if Mousesports tries one more time to force him back, we have 3 players. We have this sick crossfire, and no one's going to expect that. You see that up late in the round at Banana, and sometimes you're just going to think that he's the only one there. When do Valda and Nico call someone back, though? Because North is holding strong here.
Making a bit of noise on that side. North are sticking with it. You have to imagine it would be a bit difficult. Valda and Nico can probably hear some of those grenades going down, and they might be pulling that in. And there's the trap being sprung. Oh, Kirby a little bit quick, and MSL. Oh, what a lineup. 2 for 1. Now Robson Snacks not looking good here with 25 seconds. The bomb is dropped, and they might just have to evacuate. Snacks is flanking, but I just don't think there's time for it. I mean, if they had had 40 seconds now, he could maybe sneak in. MSL actually sees it coming. Really heads up play. They're going to feel very red. Great strat from North.
Yeah, and also, I mean, the discipline to hold it deep into the round when you get nothing. They knew it was going to come eventually. Small mistake from Mousesports. The first player who jumps through to kind of try and chase after MSL has the bomb. MSL even going for the timing shot to ensure they get baited all the way in, and I don't even think he saw Oscar. That's just a little bit fortunate on his part, but great round. MSL's AWPing continues to impress. We saw him outduel Oscar a couple rounds ago, one-on-one. We saw him outdueling Simple and Navi yesterday at this very same position on Banana.
He's 12-2, Moses. The MSL era is definitely back.
It's back. It's experiencing a complete revival.
And timeout about to end here as Mousesports wanted a chance to figure out how to stop this madness, because they were obviously having a great time on Dust. The beginning of this map is a little bit different, and surely now North are starting to feel really revitalized. Probably that last map is a distant memory at this point. Grenade gonna bounce on over. They do have armor, but look at how low they all are, even just trying to get across the map.
Yeah, we can job. Looks like they want to do that whole strat. Waterfall out at the end, but they're waiting for this smoke to clear at the top of the stairs.
I love this.
Yeah, this is your favorite, isn't it?
It really is.
If they go through with it.
Well, Sunny's in the middle. He has the grenades for it, so it would be the time to do it.
I think Chris and Rops are going to come up lane, and Oscar and Snack's going to jump out window, so it is a little bit different than the one that you like. All the bodies pouring out the holes. MSL cannot adjust quick enough.
Bit of a counter grenade coming out now. They're making their way. The flashbang is heading over the rooftop there. Nico standing strong inside of the pit and taking 2 kills. And actually, this defense is holding really well at the moment. Nico, 3rd kill of the round for him. Otherwise, they almost got run over. Look at how low that defense is. Sunny could maybe still do it. That jump up is going to be scary. Sunny, can he just quick enough? He sees it and just taps him away and is ready for the other one. If he had an HE, he just might have checked that corner. But the bomb is dropped on the site, so eventually he has to get over here.
One mistake from AZ. Could be over. There's the spot. Just information. Nice shoulder peek. Flashbang going to come in. He's going to fall away, though, and AZ is going to be sure of that. So Kirby has all the information. He just needs to keep hiding. Low HP. Just don't let this turn into a 1 versus 1. Sonny has to swing out so wide if he wants to check that spot that he's exposed. Now there's the pop on contact. Close, but no cigar.
That was much closer than I was expecting. The fact that they actually lose these two first players, I think that's probably it. Now they're in trouble, but they made their way in and almost could have turned that in their favor. 6-1. Mousesports are back on Glocks and, well, a couple of upgraded Deagles there, but otherwise, it is not looking all that great at the moment. Oh, wants a chance for the Deagle shot. But Valdir's there to back up a little bit, and they're just being very aggressive north. I mean, these obviously aren't quite mirrored maps, but it's really starting to seem like North are running away with it a little bit.
Yeah, similar kind of punish that they received in the last map. Not quite as powerful, still a long way to go as well. But at the moment, they have all the answers for Mousesports, so this is a great recovery for North.
Does that mean the third map, Moses, if we get to it, is going to be...
It's going to be close?
Dead even?
Yeah, you'd hope so, right?
Quadruple overtime, stuff like that.
Listen, this one, Mousesports can still come back in this. They've actually done a decent job controlling North's economy to a certain degree. It's going to balloon up a little bit after this, but it's not completely outrageous anymore. Ops, just hiding. Perhaps letting his team talk some things over.
Eventually, will be found. But still, you're right. Gave his team a couple of seconds more. 7-1. The comeback is kind of happening here for North at the moment. And Chris buys up at MP7. We've seen him use that before quite effectively as well.
I was going to say, we've seen him on entry duty with that weapon, and it has worked out in the past. So here we go. Let's see what he calls out of this. Oscar probably going to want to avoid the top of T-ramp. He's been naded down there. 0 kills for him with the AWP in this opening half. Let's see, he's far back. At what point does Mousesports start to feel courageous enough to challenge that? Chris J is the one at the end, and he's taken 40 damage from the flames. A little bit more added on from the HE, but at least he knows no one's pushed.
Normally you can get some opening fights here on the T side of Inferno. There are other maps where the CTs can hide a bit more, but if you hide too much on Inferno, if you're on the A bomb side, you fall all the way back. That's ceding too much ground to the T side, so kind of shocked that Mousesports haven't been able to find just one fight that they can win. MSL wants to go aggressive, but he's getting outplayed. The speed of the SMG for Chris J taking him down.
That cannot be the play from MSL. We mentioned this as also as impressive as Opping has been. Every once in a while gets caught out in the open, and that was the only defender at the B bomb site. You need to fall back into it. The rest of North fighting down mid, and Snacks is staying alive. Although Mousesports doesn't press the issue after that pick. They weren't entirely sure that the B bomb site was going to be empty, so some time for North to rotate over and get into position. Still going to be a desperate scenario. AZ, that's an important battle to win, but he has to push forward because of the fire.
Yep, needs to go for it. Almost got taken down that grenade. Oh, it's going to chase Snacks back. That could have been dangerous. Follow-up Molotov now keeping the bomb on the other side while still hiding inside a yellow. Sunny trying to see if he can open it up. There's only 20 seconds. Kirby taking down Sunny. They've got to make an adjustment. Robs is on the side, but there's almost no time. And look who's still in pit. It's Nico. And Valde winning that fight. But Nico, I mean, if they try and run for this, he can just stop the bomb, and they're just going to give it up. They had that open. I mean, I'm not even blaming Mousesports for not rushing the bomb site. I can understand why they didn't do that.
Yeah.
But even then, I feel like they had the map control to make this work.
It is. I mean, if you look at them on Dust 2, they're just a completely well-drilled, well-disciplined, oiled machine that just never faltered once. This is a completely different look. They do look a little bit disorganized in at least that round. And remember, we saw it, I believe, against who was it? Against FaZe, where Mousesports actually had a 4-on-5 on the T side and just decided to save out. Like, they just couldn't figure out exactly what they wanted to do. So even having some success, getting a little bit lost in the mid round, letting it slip away.
Gun barrel definitely showing. Oscar going to be calling that into anyone at second mid. Snacks was about to run that way. Just getting that on the radio. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Another try for Mousesports. This time, 2 players over at that B bomb site. MSL being mobile with the op. He's now on Rap side of A. AZ and Kirby to defend B. And Mousesports just really doesn't have the utility for this. They have 2 smokes and a flash. So whenever they decide to do something with that utility, they've got to attack with it.
I mean, you're right. There's no chance for a fake. You throw these grenades, you've really much got to commit to it. MSL is here. Slight off angle, a little bit further up the corner than normally would be. And you can see Oscar is peeking for the actual corner. So Some good mind games coming out from MSL. Those are just the little details that, you know, the first time around you watch Counter-Strike, maybe you don't see it, but after a while you can see that there's a lot of intricacy, even just in some of the basic stuff like that. There are the smokes coming out. Mousesports wants to follow it up. It's a big gap. Valde gonna take advantage of it, taking down Chris J. He wants to continue. He's feeling it right now. 30 seconds. Oh my God.
Great turn from Snacks. Can't build upon it. MSL's got it covered. And Sonny, he's got armor, he's got an AK and the bomb. If he gets the kill, maybe he can book it over towards the B bomb site. But yeah, now he's trapped. He's encircled, battled, but still fights his way out. And oh, he could have, I think he might have been able to make the run for it. But either way,
yeah,
I think he more than anything just wants to make sure he can go down. 5 seconds left. Shut down, 9-1. And it's been 5 in a row for North.
Moses, if you had to add another animal to the map that weren't chickens, some of the map, or maybe Inferno, if you had to exchange the chickens for them, what would it be?
Mini elephants, I think.
Mini elephants?
Yeah.
Those aren't real animals. I don't know.
Okay. Miniature donkeys?
Miniature donkeys.
Those are real animals.
You could hide behind. I feel like they would be. I mean, we've already seen chickens interfering with the gameplay. I feel like mini donkeys, Moses, would be.
It'd be a whole new aspect.
Would they serve as a mount? Could you ride them into battle?
Quick rotations?
Quick rotations?
See, now we're giving phenomenal ideas ahead of the major.
That would certainly be something, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
9-1. And let's just see what happens here. Round number 11. Mousesports have. I can't even explain it. You win 16-0 on the first map. Okay, you're gonna have a slower map for the second one. That's fair play. But they seem out of ideas already, and it's very strange to be watching. I feel like the formula for Inferno has kind of been figured out on the T side. Usually it's the CT sides that are struggling to really do anything. But the change up for MSL, we've got to appreciate that. All the time, new positions, aggressive, and Valde disrupting Sunny in the middle of his wall bang. Gotta be annoying.
Yeah, you never like getting interrupted in the middle of a wall bang.
No, good little wall bang going on.
Just wanted to finish. Valde, one more. I mean, important to note as well, Valde ran into the flames to get that kill as well. He burned himself to 7 HP just to ensure he got that. Gave them a 2-man advantage, but it's been equalized. It's been found out. Rops and Chris J finding the 2 necessary frags. And now they have to find the weakness down the stretch. 3 defenders that are going to get spread across this map and spread very thin. Nico being cautious in CT spawn as he rotates over, 1 player inside the pit. Tall task for MSL.
Yes, 1 shot being missed, the flashbang to buy a little bit of time. The instant smoke to cancel out that Molotov, and he's edging away. Not quite sure where they are. Nico, great coverage, but he's still going to go down. MSL, 1 more kill, and now they're trying to find him. 30 seconds left. He's... Oh! The shot!
What a show-off.
18-4, Moses.
This is mental. What a performance from MSL. This is great. Almost, again, just so close. I mean, it was Nico who really saves the day. That kill on the Rops buys MSL a little bit of time, a little bit of space to make that peak. Unfortunately for Nico, as he tries to get into a new position to take a second fight, he actually kind of slips into the edge of a smoke, loses track of its position. And here's a window peek. Valde, he wanted to go for it, and I think he heard the footsteps or saw too many bodies and just plays it safe.
CCs, and then that 1 kill from Oscar, who has yet to get a kill. Oscar is 0, 2, and 10 right now.
Well, I guess we've answered that question, who the better opera is, right?
Yeah, MSL making his way up in the world.
He's even surpassed Markelov, hasn't he?
Soon he'll be traded for Guardian on phase, and it's just going to be exciting, isn't it? 10-1, Valde completely flashed, can't see a single thing, finally goes down, and Nico in a lot of trouble. He's going to get flanked immediately as well. What a great opening. The CCs are making it work here, and all you need is that 1 entry. You see how that defense crumbles in the pit.
It's super cool to see Mousesports go back to that as well, because remember, they ran it earlier, and they were so close. They got the 2 entries. They just didn't get the entries in the pit. That was Nico who saved the day in the pit the previous time they ran it, and they just go right back. They say, you know what? It had potential last time. We did everything right. We almost got there. Let's run it again. Susceptible to that just a little bit. And a second round for Mousesports, but they do need more.
Yeah, you don't think 2 is enough?
No, 2 is definitely not enough.
You always were a little bit of a pessimist, weren't you, Moses?
The glass is always half empty.
Yeah, half glass full, as George Bush would have said.
Why'd you bring politics into it? Why have you done that?
It's just one of my favorite quotes. It's great. AZ and Kiev getting to save the rifles. Not really much of a celebration there. Probably would have liked to have had a chance to fight for that A bomb site, but it was gone almost immediately once they made it out of those apartments there. Great flashbang on Valde. I mean, it's not always so easy to flash people in that position because it kind of usually gets caught by the wall in front, and it's just a lot of the time that player will stay unflashed for a while.
Equally as well, being that player kind of sucks because every once in a while you dodge like 3 flashbangs and you get hit by the 4th one the way Valde did, and you just like, how much more do I have to do just to be able to see what's happening? All 5 players from Mousesports pushed up in ult mid. KRB towards the end of Banana, and that's not bad if he stays there, but he's actually backing off, and now he's going to rotate away with MSL. They're going to leave him alone. Could have had a quick flank, and it looks like Mousesports is lining up for something very similar to last round, this time with weaponry. With SMGs, and Rops has that. And perhaps he leads the way. The speed, the mobility could be effective, and at the moment it's just Valde and Nico in the site and in the pit.
Well, he turns around. He actually doesn't get flashed. That was the flash going up onto the chimney, and still he's in it. Valde's taking down Snacks, and Oscar will finally pick up a kill. I think the first one of the game for him. And taking down Kiev. 4 on 4 now. And they're getting very, very close now, but the rotation is in. The flank is in as well from the middle north. Very close to being able to crack this one open. MSL is actually looking right up the middle and almost caught Chris J. 52 seconds now, and Mousesports have come to a complete halt. But is this a good idea or not? I'm not sure yet. Oscar and Sunny, oh wow! The flank never comes into play, and Chris is ready for MSL. If you had just shown me a screenshot of all of those positions and asked who's winning this, it would have been no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, no, that's incredible. Even I'm watching that and feeling just stressed out because they aren't going anywhere and there's not a lot of space for them to work with. It's that smoke they throw in the plant spot that lets them actually wrap on pit with safety. It nullifies the crossfire that Mousesports had set up, nullifies both players inside the site, exposes Nico, and from there they can just wrap with such a wide angle that's hard to deal with.
Just kind of a desperate shot from MSL. Not sure if anyone was on the other side. And for once, Mousesports actually get banana control without that much of a struggle. That's almost the first time in the game they've had that. Maybe the second or third, but still. Usually the T's win that banana fight so early. And
there's 3 players here now from Northern. Imagine they're going to pop flash KRB over and let him go get some information. There's the pop flash. Throw out a nade. That could do good damage. That could not be bad. Molotov's going to force him forward, and it's Chris J. Immediate headshot, but Sunny falls to the flames. Chris J very low as well.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. If KRB had been flashed in 1 second earlier, I think he would have actually caught somebody, so a little bit unfortunate timing. But still.
The A defenders have been pulled away by that little bit of pressure on B, though. That means for the first time in a long time when Mousesports attack this, I mean, they won't know it, but there's not a single body in pit. That's usually where Nico is played.
Here's something interesting. North are actually out of money now. If they win this round, Mousesports, they could end 10-5, and considering how this begun, I mean, that would, I think they'd be celebrating if that happened.
Oh yeah, so much. Tough part as well. I mean, there's no way for Nico to actually get deeper into the bomb site. He's got to watch rap side, so Valde is going to be so exposed, and this is going to be tough. If Nico goes to peek, Snacks is ready and waiting in those holes to pick him off. If he get lures into it, and he doesn't even have to, it's Rops to find it. Valde's still alive, and that smoke's going to give him a little bit of cover, but this is not going to be easy for him to hold on.
Hunting right in front. Oh, that goes right over the face. And Moshka's going to go down. No, bomb 10 seconds. They need to get rid of him. And then maybe MSL. Oh, he can't stop the bomb from going down now. It's in the corner, but he just can't find the angle. So will be a bomb plant here. They're close to being too late, and North are going to run for it. Again, the money situation. That could have got way out of control there, but nice recovery from Mousesports. They're going to be excited about that. A 4th round on the board, and quite possibly a 5th as well.
Yeah, just a little bit of change in the plant position, and the first, 20 bullets just go over the planter's head. It took the entire magazine to find that frag in the site, and just no more ammunition to fight with after that. Nice attempt from Valde, but that pressure on B, once again, just pulls the rotations away that A-bomb site. Even though they stick around, they're just not in great positions to fight or to help each other out in any way. Mousesports now making a game of it.
2 of them going down to the bomb.
They've got so much money, though. It doesn't even matter. Last round of the half.
Yeah, they're going to be fine. Still, ruined your ratio, Moses. It's the important thing.
Does it count as a death still?
I
thought the bomb deaths didn't actually count on the scoreboard.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I just don't know anything.
Yeah. Well, we all do that.
Thanks.
100%.
Listen, I'm still quite confident in my 100% prediction, Moses. I'm not scared whatsoever.
I like it. MSL towards alt mid timer, and he just decides to give it away after that. Good call. Don't want to get caught off guard, over-eager, over-aggressive. Off M4. 2 M4s and 2 pistols. Oh, this could be a double peek at the bottom of stairs if they wanted to move down, but Rops is waiting for that aggression. Is he going to be prepared for that angle? Here he drops stairs to peek, immediate headshot. Nicely done. One more coming in the window, and there goes Valda as well. Nice and measured for Mousesports.
And the rest of this defense now on the CT side is just not looking all that great. MSL down in the pit. Actually, are they going to... I'd say gambling in the 15th round and putting everyone on one bone side, that would certainly be impressive if it worked out, but you can tell what the risk might be.
It's not the worst idea, even in a round like this, just because, I mean, you're going to have to go for the retake no matter what, so why not just stack up with 3 and say, all right, then we have a great chance. And if not, all 3 of us are together to go for the retake, and, well, no point in even really theorizing anymore, is there? It is going to be 5 rounds, so, I mean, Mousesports at one point, down 10 to 1.
Yeah. 10 to 1 and the 10-5.
Yeah, and then they've just rattled off 4 in a row. That's great. Mousesports is going to be feeling very good. And North maybe feeling like they let him off the hook a little bit.
I think they definitely feel that way. It's just not really possible for AC to do this. This isn't like some of the other crazy clutches we've had. There's simply too many people to kill and not enough time considering how far away he was. So a great effort, but 10-5. In favor of North here. Stunner, what do you make of this first half?
You know, Anders, I think the tables have turned. I do feel like North has gotten just a little bit of momentum behind them, but no momentum is necessary here in the Asus ROG VIP sofa. I'm here with Eric and Andrea. What do you think about the view?
The view is great. I think mostly because of the Asus ROG computer.
This guy's good. This guy, he gets it. That's right. The Asus ROG GL12 is the model here. All of the gamers, all of the professional gamers in this tournament, I should say, are using this computer, and they're hitting all of the headshots with that PC. Maybe you should pick up one, Jason. What do you think?
I would absolutely love one. I think it'd be great. I have one of the laptops, actually, so it's back in the hotel room. Get to play some, you know, watch some Counter-Strike demos.
Yeah.
Play some Bioshock.
The Zephyrus?
Yeah.
It's absolutely amazing. I would love one of those as well, but Moses, how are you going to get it back on the plane, though? Can't really check it in, can you?
Oh, the whole tower?
Would you buy like an extra seat for it? Probably worth it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, business class, of course.
Business class just for that, but not for you.
No, yeah, I'd be back in economy.
All right. 10-5, second half, second map coming over. Second semi-finals as well. Already in the grand finals are Astralis. Now we're going to figure out who is going to meet them there. Mousesports won the first map. That was on Dust 2. And if you missed it, it was 16-0 in favor of Mousesports. A really impressive win. Let's see if they can take the pistol and somehow bring it back. They were slow to start here on Inferno, but it feels like they somehow came back. 10-1 is the lead that North had, and now it ended 10-5.
Yeah, they've at least given themselves a chance. That's all you could really ask for when you're down 10-1. North slowly moving across the map. Bomb still very centralized. Stack at the base of Banana on Nico and Kirby to make sure no one's pushing. And now they're going to get aggressive. Flashbang to force back the defense. There are 3 players here, though. AZ going to remain in these A-holes.
Yeah, if he stays there for long enough and plays around the boiler room, that's what we used to call the NIP tactic, where you sort of have one guy drawing them out a little bit. Seems like he's going to connect with the rest of them, so maybe not quite, but...
they're going right at the stack, Anders.
Yeah, they are. But they have a smoke to maybe get rid of. It's going to be difficult, at least for Snacks, to get a lot. Even with a boost, you know, it's different if you have an SMG. And another smoke probably for construction. So Sunny and Chris should still have pretty good sight lines for some of these shots. See how it works out. Flashbang a little bit. Snacks up on the high ground. That is a nice kill. Taking down Kirby with this wild with a bit of return. And now Sunny back here, still alive. Oh, my lord. Taking down Nico and MSL. Beautiful headshots. More to come. He's still got it. Taking down Valder. And now it's AZ. He's got to be wondering, where did my whole team go? And all it took was one Finnish player to shut them down. AZ now, almost no chance. 15 seconds, and he is turning around for an absolutely ludicrous headshot. But this bomb plant, he's right in line of sight, and he's going to get shut down. How did Sunny do that?
He's just on point. I remember on Dust 2, he was playing so well. And that is just some precision, and that's the danger. I mean, also, you've realized where 2 players are when you attack this bomb site. You know Snacks is boosted. You took out Chris J in the back right, and that first check is like, yeah, you're going through the motions. It's probably a little bit lazy, and he's able to just kind of handle it quickly. A flashbang came in, recovering from that a little bit on the T side as well. Great pistol run. This is now 5 rounds in a row for Mousesports.
How long before the frustration sets in for North? Obviously, being up 10-1, kind of maybe starting to get the
flashbacks.
Well, the initial taste of that third map, I was going to say, but all right, it's coming up, you know.
Listen,
let's just get this done with and move on.
MSL has 18 kills. Oscar has 3.
So you're saying it's still possible. I don't know. If I was North right now, I mean, no, I would have to try and not be worried about that comeback.
Yeah, do your best not to think about it. It doesn't always work. Nades, utility being tossed out now. Rob's under a lot of pressure, but he's not ready. They're already down. He didn't hear a thing.
Yeah, beautiful jump out of the apartments. Val, they're going to be taking down Oscar. This is working better than you could have expected. Sunny, more bullets maybe, but he ran out at the end. The rifle just isn't all that useful when you can't actually shoot anyone with it. Snacks picked up a scout. Chris on the other side with the MP7 kind of still wants to see if he can maybe get it done quickly. The bomb is only just planted, so a couple of quick kills. My God, Chris, that is almost a triple. And Snacks, he was thinking about going the other way, saying there's no way going to happen. Oh wait, it might be happening. And now he's walking back in, trying to see if he could make a bit more damage. He's not going to make it work. Still dangerously close. North will win the round though, and surely Moses, that's it.
Hey, I mean, it could be. We're wondering how North is going to stop this kind of run from Mousesports. Well, they have a Valda. He plays this so well. Gets in there quick, not a second of hesitation, even being aggressive on the jump up to find Sunny. Really opens up that bomb site. 11-6, and what a response. North losing the pistol.
They just Molotov their own spawn to block the whole team. People who, I usually do that if I play, you know, matchmaking. I'm tired with bored with my team.
Yeah, well, you could see how they'd get there at one point. Oh, there he is, Oscar.
Hello.
That's the kind of shot that'll get you back engaged in the game.
Get the adrenaline pumping a little bit. Well, still very poor weaponry to try and hold on. One of the big problems here is they don't even have any grenades or any smokes or anything to hold North back.
Yeah, that is tough. And now it's going to be grouped up as well. Snacks has been spotted. Smoke's going to come out, I think, but it might be too late. Actually, maybe they don't want to. Maybe they want them to come into Chris's crosshairs. He's going to peer over the smoke, gets a nice tag. They're not moving forward. A follow-up through the smoke as well. Mousesports can return the favor, and this fallback isn't going to fool anyone. Mousesports started to rotate, but they realized it. The call came out fast enough, and Sunny with the chance of the deagle.
Yeah, being chipped away at the B-bomb side now. They're back towards A, trying to see if they can maybe return it. Some more damage, and some of the higher health players there, they're just all so soft. And MSL gets a bullet right through the head, and Oscar to follow it up on Nico, taking him down. A beautiful return here. Mousesports not losing a single player yet. This must be very frustrating. They're going to make it out absolutely scot-free. Triple kill for Oscar.
Oh, that is so difficult for North to deal with. It opened with Oscar's 1D towards alt mid, way far back, and then North just gets swept aside and forced back from the B-bomb site. That scout does far too much damage. That is a thing of beauty.
Yeah, it's been a while, I feel like, in this map since we've seen Oscar hit some of those shots, but they needed it, and he stepped it up. Now they're going to try and rush these heads all across Banana. Snacks having a hard time seeing anything, and Valde again with the opening. Now Chris alone inside of the bomb site. Scout, are they going to try and run him down? They're waiting a little bit. They don't want to overcommit to it. Waiting for the flashes, though, and the grenades. Chris with one stunning headshot. They need to get rid of him right now. And it's going to be Valde. All of the pressure on him right now. 2-on-3. And the rotation from Rops is really far away. So bomb plant is going to be going down here.
Another round, nothing but CZs. And it's Valde who delivers. 2 entries on Banana to get them in, including the jumping kill. Picks up a rifle, is able to add on top of that. He has a chance for an ace. Playing over towards Banana, and this is a setup that should not be able to be dropped. MSL and Water can hold off Rops.
Yeah, especially because the Shadow's going to be showing first, so timing the grenade is in Rox's hand. Oscar's just maybe playing to get himself back in the game here. He's kind of started to feel it a little bit. He got crouching. But that's, what, 2 rounds now for Valda that he just opens up and makes it work.
Yeah, he really wants this third map. He wants to return and get there to the end. That is pretty nasty. The follow-up as he baits his teammates in. Healthy baiting. Not bad baiting, good baiting.
Yeah, the kind you want. Doing it for the team, right? A lot of SMGs. Are they expecting an eco here? They're going to be horribly wrong. They're going to find out any second now. It's actually 2 M4s. This could be a big miscalculation from North. That
really could be. I mean, at this point in Counter-Strike, though, you imagine teams are going to start expecting so many teams right now favoring the heavy economic pressure of force buy after force buy, especially when you can get even just 2 rifles the way that Mousesports has. The one thing they're lacking is nades. When this smoke clears, North is going to have open vision into that bomb site for the entire round.
And it kind of looks like they're just saying, Sonny, you're on your own, and the rest are going to be at the A bomb site, and we'll see what happens. If they show up, we've got a good chance of winning it. Always a good Molotov, bounced into the skybox, and then back down towards quad, and then Chris is on this side. He hit the headshot last time. This time he's going to miss the first opportunity, fall back to a little bit more of a safe position here. But that's a problem. When you give up that position, the whole rest of the bomb site can get wrapped immediately. In fact, they're going to, I think Sonny's done.
Yeah, he has, well, you never know. It is Sonny. He's been great today. Can't be looking forward. He spots it out. The SMG does a little bit of damage, gets the dink some. He softened up. He's got to go forward. He gets it, but great trade with the MAC-10. Either way, it's still a 4-on-3. Sonny does everything he can to keep his team alive in this round.
Yeah, that's so impressive from Sonny. You really are under a lot of pressure in that situation. Good handling here from Valda. Again, he's, I think, topped the scoreboard now. He's actually surpassed MSL. And the rest of Mousesports are not quite sure how to make it through this part of the map. They need more grenades to do this, and they don't really have them. They're going to make the run for it, and North will be at 13 rounds. So good enough call, avoiding the danger on the A side. And the battle will continue. Now 6-round gap.
It was actually a great call and a very timely call because Rops had pushed in towards those A halls and was clearing things out. Mousesports was about to get all the information that they weren't actually, really attacking that A bomb site. So the fact that split comes in at that point was quite nice. North recovering pretty well after those traded rounds at the beginning. A timeout being brought out by Mousesports as they want to talk things over. 7-13. That four weapon save from the previous round is pretty nice. They're going to be able to buy in the next round, and they have everything that they can still fight with. They can still make something happen with a Scout and an M4. All you need is maybe even the Deagle. Remember that Oscar round? All you need is one good headshot from the Deagle, from the Scout, and all of a sudden you're back in it.
Right now, just trying to figure out how to turn this around. Third map, who knows what would happen. It's very hard to find out who's going to have the momentum, and probably North just winning this one if they can. They would be feeling great about themselves. Third map would be on Mirage as well, so that could be such an interesting third map to end up with here. I'm actually quite excited about that now. We'll see if North can bring it all the way home. Just need a little bit more already. Oh, what a shot.
Oh,
that is beautiful from Chris James. Take down one, Robs with a follow-up Deagle headshot on AZ, and the frustration is starting to set in again. Northing, please. Can we just have one normal round of Counter-Strike throughout this semi-final?
That's what I'm talking about. Just that one nice headshot, and all of a sudden they're in trouble. They're running right into a stack. 3 players. A 4th will be here soon. And another tag. They're getting whittled down. It's happening again.
What a phenomenal round from Chris. They're so rock solid with that Scout. 17 kills on him, almost catching up to North at the moment. 13-8. This economy is, I mean, it is starting to become a real problem here for the Danish side. There's no doubt about it.
2 of the 3 rounds that North has won in this half have been with these CZ force buys. I mean, not so much. They're usually a little bit more powerful than this with more utility and more players with armor, but they've got to be so frustrated that they just can't seem to just build upon that. Only 2 rounds in a row. Losing to Scouts, losing to Deagles. They are trying to come out. Oh, Rob's pinned down with the Molotov, gonna save his life. They can't see him. and it makes it easy for Oscar to chew him up. Nico left all alone, and he's hoping for one more peek, and it's not going to happen. It was close, but Mousesports planted their feet.
Man, the difference between Rob's dying and living in that situation is
everything, isn't it?
It really is. If he goes down on that first headshot, then they're out of apartments, and probably the rest of the bomb site gets swept away, but this time they make it through. 13-9. Definitely North are going to be frustrated by now. Because you're right, if they manage to roll these rounds into each other and get on a bit of a tear, it breaks the Mousesports economy, and they probably just finish this map right away. But now they have to expend all this energy continuously fighting just to get the last couple of rounds on the board, and they're running out of money as well. You can tell. And what happens if Mousesports gets to a position where they can buy even more Molotovs, if they can sort of get into maybe even one AWP as well? It could get even more scary than it is right now.
Well, there's only one player inside the bomb site. He has a big task. Rops is going to be challenged here. Pop flashes out. It's just going back to it. Rinse and repeat for North. That wall of smokes is set up. This time they will find no weapon, no kills in the pit. Deep smoke is going to further isolate Rops. He needs backup. His teammates are trying to wrap around, and there's MSL. He knows where they are. Rops inside the site, gets dinked, eventually taken down 3-on-4. North with a chance, but not a great one.
No, they're very low. That bomb might go down, but you can actually grenade this spot. They don't have any right now, so that's a little bit of good news for North at least. There's a bit of play in apartments. Kirby waiting up there right now is Sunny and Oscar's kind of holding that position. He knows that someone might be showing up here. AZ goes down, so now Kirby needs to be put into play. The bomb is all the way inside. If Nico is down, then the defuse is going to be really hard to stop. And he's ready and waiting, but they take him down, and Kirby not going to make it work. Mousesports. What a beautiful hold inside of the bomb site. Was the Robs playing in there?
Yes.
That was really well done, smoking it off and buying time for his team. 13-10 here.
Kirby had to make a play if they were going to win that 3-on-4. But he knows as well, someone is going to be watching for that play. It was Oscar, and he just needed one kill from his teammates inside the bomb site to be able to pounce and actually have a chance at making something happen. It just never materialized. Plant is going to be helpful to North so that they can buy up the utility, buy some extras. Nico wants none of that Zeus.
God. I was a little bit shocked by that.
That was actually powerful.
I wasn't quite ready for it. See who's going to win the fight for Banana this time. That's an unusual amount of damage being put out to North before they even see anybody. Oh no. Fire and then grenades, and then still trying for the follow-up, Chris. Snacks is going to revenge him, and that's at least something to work with here. Sunny creeping on in, and they just weren't ready for it. Completely out-timed by Sunny. He wants to see if he can do it again. 3 versus 4 here is AZ. Emptying almost the entire magazine to take down Oscar. And wants to make it away around the corner. Rops is the only one here who can hold on to the bomb site. He has to get at least one kill, and preferably a little bit more. The backup is now gone, so he's very much alone. And he's snuck into the smoke. I'm not sure they're not going to realize this, are they? Oh, they bump into each other. They're just standing still. They must be able to notice. They don't realize what's going on. And now they've traded places. Valda, is he going to get shot down? The bomb, oh, the smoke is going to disappear. There's one good kill. Whoa! What a play! Taking down Valda. What a genius. And now down in the pit, Nico's going to be waiting. North, can they mentally handle losing this round? They did everything right. They got onto the bomb site. They made the bomb plant happen and had plenty of time for it as well. And now it comes down to Nico. Now sneaking back in his Mousesports. The spray is through. Sunny goes down, but Robs is still alive, and he's not going to be for very long. Nico, nice hold inside that pit. 14-10.
I guess Valda, you could see him jumping inside that smoke. He must have thought he was against the bicycle or something, had the wrong location in his head, but what a play from Rops to keep it alive. Valda had the critical duels in CT spawn to take out Snacks. That was massive. That was the next piece of rotation. That was Rops' lifeline to be able to battle for the bomb site. So, again, Valda delivers here on this T side of Inferno. He's been the guy for North. Oh, great shot, MSL. 3 fires over the flames. Gonna be happy to find that frag, even with the damage in return from nades. Look at how much is used here in Banana.
And sticking around now, if you're on the other side of your Snacks, kind of dangerous. Wouldn't be surprised if eventually he's going to want to fall back to this position. Robs having a bit of a battle here. If he dies, then the map might just be gone, and he's not even... Oh! Oscar saved him. Rob's still going to be going down, and he's going to get overrun. That was a real save from Oscar, but it didn't last very long. 2-on-4, and North, they won that third map, and so do we. And Snacks and Sunny now just... Yeah, they're going to have to back off here. I mean, you can't really throw away these rifles. Again, Mousesports, they've got some economy, but not enough to throw these away. It's going to be 15 rounds here for North.
North has flipped a switch. They've been so aggressive now when they get just a couple kills, and once they, you know, establish some contact that bumps that they want to on, they're not being patient. They're not slow playing it. They're getting in there and attacking, ensuring the trades and making sure no one can get a double kill. Oscar gets that one frag, but they don't get scared by that. They keep him pinned down in the bomb site. They find his teammate in pit, and they've done it. It's been scrappy at times. It's been ugly at times, but yeah, they're on map point to force that third map in these semifinals. He's feeling much better than map 1.
Yeah, he got to save all his energy modes. He's been saving it up for a while.
I want to almost see what they were doing when it was 0 to 15 on Dust 2.
Crying, I'm guessing. 15-10, ladies and gentlemen. Double up now being pulled out. Oscar and Chris J. It is a classic setup for this Mousesports team, but that is not the usual way that it works out. Oscar getting challenged and almost dies. Deep grenades here. Could be a little bit frustrating. Yeah. A double one may have actually, well, almost killed Chris. An early jump, that's very scary, but he makes it just back around the corner in time.
Of course, Chris J is going to take this peek. Of course, he's going to take this fight. This is the shot, though. He had exactly what he wanted. A lot of utility used from these 3 players in Banana. None of the smokes, though. The other 2 are going to join up. Seem to be calling a bit of an audible. Nico going to go elsewhere where the rest of the team stays here, and Banana takes control of Car. No rotations for Mousesports. They don't know the numbers yet. MSL's got to be careful. He's got the bomb. Don't want him to challenge. But they do force out a defensive smoke while there's still time.
They force out the smoke, and they actually force Sunny to rotate as well. This could be a fatal mistake right now for the Mousesports team. Snack's going to go for the peak, but AZ is there, and now they probably definitely feel like it might be a B hit. They've seen a couple of people there. Robson, Oscar alone at the A bomb side, and everybody else is showing up. That's going to go away. But MSL drives with the bomb. 20 seconds. This game just turned a little bit. It can actually work out for Mousesports. What a weird twist at the end of this round. Robs in the pit if he gets this kill through. I think it's going to be the round in their favor. Oscar, more kills coming through, taking down Valder. What a beautiful defense.
Interesting attack. I mean, a lot of pressure on the B bomb site. Send some players in. They did pull somebody over. I think Oscar, the real thing that destroyed it, one, obviously, that first kill in lane is the bomb. So, I mean, the game's up at that point. But also, Oscar had gotten a kill at top mid at brackets. That kind of convinced them to stick around at the A bomb site that all was not what it seems.
Oh,
Money running low for North.
It looked like they want to go straight rush.
Oh, my lord.
Good night, Nico.
Look at all the damage from utility. That's incredible.
Yeah. There's not much left, is there? It's just the grenades and then the shot right through the wall. You must feel a slight bit defeated after that.
No, yeah.
Oh, guess we lose then.
Yeah, guess this round's over. I mean, this is actually a pretty scary situation for North. They're going to be out of money after this one. Going to have to save at least once. And at this stage in the game, I mean, do you have the guts to force buy if you're North? It's coming down to the end. The last thing you want is for Mousesports to get to 13 and have you get reset. That would be a nightmare. Here they come through the flames. AK-47 blind on the boost. Great entry from Kirby. He has Chris J pinned down as well. He's got it. He's opened it up for North.
On just 20 health, he somehow makes it past and gets the double opening, and now it's a 3-on-4, and North just need this round, and that's it. Third map's going to be coming up. Rob's trying to see if he can take over in construction. They're all retaking from the same point of view, which is sometimes a problem. Sonny leading the charge. He's been excellent for this Mousesports team on Inferno, but now they need him more than ever. Molotov comes out, just forcing up that one side, making sure no one can see anything. And Valder going for the spray, a lot of damage. There's one kill, but Robs, is he ready for the last one? Valder, more headshots, and Oscar gonna be taking him down. And he's gonna have the time for the defuse as well. What a retake. Mousesports staying alive. What a hold from Valder at the end.
Holy hell, that was so tough. What a hold from Valder at the end. What an opening from KRB. Remember, he was on Astralis and he left to come to this team. He wanted to be the guy, and those are the exact kind of plays you have to make if that's the responsibility you bear. Almost helps them get to 16 in a shocking fashion, 15 to 12, but 4 kills. The money's gonna be low for Mousesports as well. North has chipped away just a little bit at it, and I think that might be a kind of a frightening prospect if you think maybe that lures them into some kind of a force, but maybe that lures them to spend some economy in this round.
Just want to try and see if they can keep the pressure up. I mean, it's true, even if Mousesports technically won't be saving ever, that isn't really the point. You can still get their grenades away.
Yeah, even if they're missing a smoke, a Molotov, a kit on somebody, anything can be valuable, anything could be the difference at this point in the game.
Looks like they are going to play it fairly safe and just attempt to maybe some upgraded pistol, some grenades here, but nothing too extensive. 15 to 12. I feel like the closer this gets, the more nerve-wracking it's going to be for North, even if they probably feel like they're in the driver's seat right now and they have what it takes.
Laid out the shot from Oscar. Thought they were going to do some kind of timing push with all this utility. It was a pretty quick rotate back from the B-bomb site for that third player, and even Snacks cheating back towards CT spawn. I think Mouse realizing, or recognizing that a lot of these kind of force buy or half buy rounds from North have come towards the A-bomb site, come towards lane and from the balcony. They want to have players ready to jump the gun, ready to be here to support.
It's going to be a nice smoke execute, but the problem is normally you follow it up with, I mean, a lot more flashbangs than they currently do, and maybe, you know, a couple of AKs to lead the charge. So we'll see if it's going to be enough. They've kind of done it before with the C-set 75, so...
Mousesports is also playing out of the pit. Remember, last time this happened, it was Rops alone inside the bomb site, and they just had the smoke wall and were just stuck inside of the pit. So yeah, they're perfectly countering this. They know exactly what's coming. North has run this a couple times. I think Mousesports is just done being fooled by it.
And the problem is they've already thrown all their smoke, so they kind of need to go down to the pit, but not going to find anyone there instead. A surprise jump out from Rob with a beautiful spray. Triple for him, make it a quad. That is wonderful. 26 kills on Robs right now. He's having a monumental game.
Yeah, no surprises there. That setup was so perfectly done. They knew exactly what was coming. They knew exactly how to stop it. Rops having a game and a half. MSL has 23 kills. Valda has 25. Rops at 26 to lead the entire server. Timeout from MSL. Talking things over with his troops. 2 more chances for North to take this second map in regulation to avoid overtime to get us to a third map.
Round number 29 is what we're heading into. I can't imagine how shattered North would be if it goes even into overtime. I feel like the pressure is going to be so unbelievably high. Just to recap, they were ahead 10-1 at one point here on Inferno. And now it's 15-13, so a lot has changed. And Mousesports know it. All they need. 2 rounds here. And we're going to be into overtime.
No one messing with the B-bomb site this time. No one even going towards Banana from North. Not a single piece of utility being used. And Oscar, what a great time for Become Alive. Just a full-blown rush on A. But the utility from Mousesports has stopped them. No finesse, no tactics. And a blind flick. Mousesports making a statement here in round 29.
Sonny shutting down easily this defense. When Oscar is playing like that, you don't even make it around the corner. Immediately, completely annihilated.
Yeah, this is, I mean, this could go either way. I'm not sure I enjoy, this is the last full buy that North had in this half. The next buy right now that they're coming out with is all upgraded pistols, all CZs with utility. That's the last time they're going to have AKs, and to throw that kind of a tactic at them just feels like a waste of those rifles.
Think about what a resource it is to have Oscar play that archway. It's just like there's so many things on this map that if you want to do them, you don't even have to win the fight. You just need to force the arch player back. And he's so rock solid right now.
Well, I mean, you want to talk about Oscar. We mentioned it in the first half.
Oh, I see Whip down there.
He had 3 kills at the end of the first half. He's now up to 20.
Yeah.
He's really come alive. So, I mean, you want to talk about how good of a game Rops has had. Well, certainly in this second half, Oscar's a big reason why Mousesports is still in this.
Well, we thought it was going to be a mirror, some sort of reverse sweep coming in from North. Maybe they could get their revenge and all of that. But now we're back here in round number 30, second map of the semifinals, and everything is on the line right now. North need to end this right now because Mousesports have come back into the game in a big way. And they want that overtime. Robs is actually up in apartments and fairly aggressive on the other side. Let's see if they can draw people over here. This looks like it's going to be a bit of a knockout punch towards the B-bomb side. So one good kill on Snacks or even smoking off might be enough. The Molotov in front to try and buy a little bit of time. Good counter from Chris. No kill yet happening. Finally Chris, and oh god, it's a double headshot taking down AC and MSL. They're trumpeting Chris, doing so much damage. And Snacks coming in, taking down Valder. It's almost all over here for North. They are really trying to hold on and just finish this map. But Mousesports have a different plan in mind than the bomb. It's in a very bad spot for them right now. They need to go and pick it up, but now there's fire on top of it, and it's right in the lane. How do they go and pick it up again without dying?
They just used all the utility they picked up on the entries. They need to go do it now. They need to find a way. They can do it safely. Oh my god, Nico. Rops just shooting right through the smoke.
He's so close to hitting that shot all the time. Finally, the bomb has been planted, but this 2-1-3 again. How do you hold on to something like this? As you said, no more grenades. Good turnaround there. And Nico in a high ground position. He needs an immediate headshot. Can't save it. There it is. Shutting down Study. Now more are coming. A little bit of damage output from Kirby, drawing some of the attention away. Nico, can he do it again? He takes the face off of Oscar, and now just runs left. North, how have they got into this position? They should have lost this round quite a while ago. Robs getting the 1 kill on the other side. Kirby going to be going down.
There's no time.
No! 16, 14, and we're going to go to map number 3. What a hero defense from North.
What a sigh of relief. Somehow they do it. Just pistols at the end, a 2-on-3. It was a bloody battle to get into that bomb site, and Mousesports was shocked. That one was snatched right out of their hands, overtime taken away. Well done from North to bounce back from a 0-16 loss in map 1 to have to fight the whole way in that second half.
That's taken so much energy, and they're going to have a little bit of a break here, obviously, to recover and get it ready for Mirage, because Mirage is one of those maps where Mousesports feel very much at home as well. You want to face Chris and Oscar on that map with AWPs, especially that Oscar came alive.
I think North is going to be very confident on Mirage. I think they're going to be looking at that. They've seen some weaknesses. We've all seen some weaknesses in Mousesports on that map.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so I think that'll be interesting.
I look forward to it. I think this is going to be great. Third map.
Yeah, third map coming up next. Stay tuned. The winner of that map meets Astralis in the grand finals. Don't go anywhere.